A Freilich in Chanukah, everybody. You know, there's a major emphasis, especially on Chanukah, on Persume Nisa and on Mahadrin. We're always trying to do things in the best possible way. The Gemara talks about, do we do Mahadrin or Mahadrin Mina Mahadrin, how we light the candles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8 candles, how many menorahs, all based on this concept of doing things in the most beautiful way possible. Why specifically on Chanukah is this something which we are so focused on and so devoted to? And the Beis HaLevi explains beautifully. And the Beis HaLevi explains that really if we look at the whole essence of the miracle, now the war, obviously that needed to happen in order for us to survive, but the other miracle that we always talk about on Chanukah, that there was one pach shemen, one jug of oil that we were able to find, and it was such a miracle because everything was so tameh, we were able to find this tahor oil, and we were able to go ahead and light our menorah. That whole miracle was kind of unnecessary, says the Beis HaLevi, because the Gemara already teaches us that there's this concept known as Tuma Hutra B'tzibor, that if everyone and everything is tameh, you're allowed to use something which is tameh. They didn't need to find this pach shemen, this one jug of oil which was tahor, in order to go ahead and fulfill the mitzvah. They probably could have fulfilled the mitzvah anyway. Yet Hashem went out of his way to go ahead and perform this miracle so that way we could do it in the most beautiful of ways. Therefore, there is such an emphasis on Mahadrin and Hiddur, doing things in the most beautiful possible way when it comes to all of the mitzvos associated with Hanukkah. And I think this idea is so crucial, especially for what the message of Hanukkah really is. We talk about how we won Rabim Biyad Ma'atim, even though we were going up against so many, we were still able to come out on top, because we know that as Jewish people, we fight wars in a way that's very different than everybody else. Of course, Hashem can take on anyone, no matter how big the army is, but that's true on the physical plane. But this is true, what we're really trying to say in Al Anisim is that this was true in the spiritual realm as well. Even though for every one Jew that did believe that Hashem was still in charge, that Hashem really was who's determining the outcome of what's going to happen, there were 10 Jews who did not believe that. It was a very tough time spiritually for the Jewish people, yet we were able to overcome and persevere. Those who believed, those who kept the faith, that emunah, they were able to be the ones to come out on top. This was a spiritual victory. We know that the Greeks didn't try to destroy us physically. They wanted to destroy us spiritually. They wanted to get rid of any semblance of Judaism. That was their goal. They wanted to destroy us from our spiritual levels. That's what they were trying to accomplish. And in order to fight that, we fight with Hiddur. We fight with beauty, making sure that we try to make our mitzvos as beautiful and as meaningful as possible. That's how we fight against the Greeks. This is why there's such an emphasis. When we, in our world, it's so tough to have that fire, that passion. Specifically, we need to go and fight that Yetzer Hara, and the way that we do that is to make our mitzvos beautiful, make them meaningful, make them purposeful, and in that way, hopefully, we'll be able to overcome any types of challenges, especially the ones thrown to us by the Greeks in that type of culture. And Amir Tashem, we should have a wonderful Freilich and Chanukah.